Price tag. Price tag. Have a boy entertainment. Cry now, laugh later. Tell the truth, I was destined. I blew a blunt reminiscing. I eat the time I was fetting. I didn't sleep, I was grinding. I want the coupe like the Aston. I might get some a little faster and blow the motor, the Aston. Yeah. Smoking Buddha music, blasting overseas. You know it cost me a little bit. I bet she bust it in the trap. We make it happen. If I want it, I cop it. Prayers up, caught my blessing. Middle fingers, my losses. All these 150. Hard pain couldn't tell my depression. I ain't want no long sleeve, couldn't show them my struggle. No luck, hard work, how to find my hustle. Just send up for some work. Pray come to make double. I've been grinding for so long. Hope this shit paid double. I've been doing overtime, trying to max the hustle. Fuck the struggle, fuck the losses. I'm really going in, man, I'm something like Russell. Triple, double, can trick the hustle. Gotta eat the hustle. Supersize my plate. For the time I was starving, I know damn well I was chosen. Now I'm up top reminiscing. Life with no regret, damn well I was chosen. I cry now, I laugh later. Tell the truth, I was destined. I blew a blunt reminiscing. I eat the time I was fetting. I didn't sleep, I was grinding. I want the coupe like the Aston. I might get some a little faster and blow the motor, the Aston. Yeah. Smoking Buddha music, blasting overseas. You know it cost me a little bit. I bet she bustin' in the trap. We make it happen. If I want it, I cop it. Prayers up, caught my blessing. Middle fingers, my losses. All these 150. Losses after loss. You wanna know what it cost me? I had to pay the cost. I'm talking 150. I ain't asked for no pity. This is a life, gotta feel me. I came from dirt, I'm filthy. I clean it up, gotta see me. Big 9 in my ripped jeans. Pour it up cause I'm still free. Free my dog for the cold D. I know them niggas, they be telling G. Check the facts, they ain't real G. Get the money, stay low key. Double down, get on B. I know some nigga that done made a killing. I'm on the block, yeah, I'm up with the villain. Count it up till I get me a million. Yeah, he pressed for the hoe with no feeling. Do the dash, then I'm burning this foreign. I'm in the store, Pine Hill, yeah, I'm torn. Heavy loaded, yeah, I bust me a melon. On the block, flip it up to make double, yeah. Cry now, laugh later. Tell the truth, I was destined. I blew a blunt reminiscing. I eat the time I was fetting. I didn't sleep, I was grinding. I want the coupe like the Aston. I might get some a little faster and blow the motor, the Aston. Yeah. Smoking Buddha music, blasting overseas. You know it cost me a little bit. I bet she bust it in the trap. We make it happen. If I want it, I cop it. Prayers up, caught my blessing. Middle fingers, my losses. All these 150.
Cash money, AP.
Dollars. Real nigga, don't argue, we get to it. I'll get to it. I know she said she love me, she'll flex, I'm out here in the streets, I need some love. You say you getting bread, free the fam, flex. Don't flex to me, young nigga. Flex. I know them hoes be flex. Flex. You getting to it, nigga. Flex. You break it down too. I fell in love, thought that hoe had me in love. Pretty little bitch, fuck my whole heads up. Used to go down on a nigga, but the hell was much. But I love you, I used to be her favorite thug. I know these hoes be blocked, I know these niggas hate me. We doing fake that, bitch, I come up and hug me. You fuck niggas be salty, get someone fuck y'all hate me. I fell in love with her, how she try to play me. Couple niggas, I done grew up just on pussy. Couple bitches, I done fuck, yeah, I'm still loving. She gon' take that special part, I can't get. She done crossed me plenty times where I can't get over. I swear to God, I wanted good, but it wasn't. I done fell a couple of times, but I'm still standing. I don't trust none of you hoes, cause you'll fuck me over. Y'all would fuck me over. Real nigga, don't argue, we get to it. I know she said she love me, she'll flex too. I'm out here in the streets, I need some love. You say you getting bread, feed the fam. Flex. Don't flex to me, young nigga. Flex. I know them hoes be flex. Flex. You getting to it, nigga. Flex. You break it down too. If everybody ballin', who keep on the scope? If we all break it down, who selling the hoe? He ran off with a zip, fuck his payroll. Would've give him a whole play, damn he would've scored. Would've played with a nigga, triple double. Didn't really like the dream, see the vision though. Didn't really wanna work, wanted credit for it. Couldn't say he wanna pay for the hustle on the floor. You ain't riding for no money, we'll kill for a hoe. Yeah, I know she said she love you, but she fucking don't. I don't give a fine fuck unless it's about to do. I'm really in the block, I'm all 10 tall. You say it's real love, keep on dabbing, bro. I'ma check this fucking dollar till it's known. Real nigga, don't argue, we get to it. I know she said she love me, she'll flex too. I'm out here in the streets, I need some love. You say you getting bread, feed the fam. Flex. Don't flex to me, young nigga. Flex. I know them hoes be flex. Flex. You getting to it, nigga. Flex. You break it down too.
You be the plug.
Hey, please me. Love me unconditional. Please me, don't tease me. Love me unconditional. I say kiss me, sex me. Love me unconditional. Trust me, guide me. Love me unconditional. Love me unconditional. Love me like you loved before. See me like the eyes can't view. No. I say feel me, tease me, take me where my mind can't go. Don't tease me, just please me. Emotion that my heart want, no. The kissing, the feeling, the vision that we all could paint. I draw it on your line too low. Love me like you did before. Love me unconditional. The touching, the vibe with me. Backwoods meant for us to smoke. I wanna love you and feel you. Love me unconditional. I said kiss me, sex me. Love me unconditional. Trust me, guide me. Love me unconditional. Love me unconditional. Love me like you loved before. See me like the eyes can't view. No. She said she love me. Those are emotions that come from the heart. I see her swerving, let's throw it in park. I'm tired of losing, babe. Tired of promises and secret as well. My heart is damaged, I know you could tell. Fell to the back, but I know I ain't want to tell. Can't lose myself even though that I fell. I smoke a joint and I throw out my L's. I know the vibe could be different. Loving someone that is quick to abort. Put it in sport. Chasing the loop while she chasing my heart. I'm trying to build, she don't know that's for us. Value the feelings, don't fumble the trust. Now that we stepping, we're coming with force. No need to rush it, let's set the subject. I and you, baby, vows forever.
Yeah, the Magi. Dollars.
Hey.
DB the plug.
Yeah. We're gon' get it.
Hey.
I can't forget. Yeah. Point me to the bird, I'ma go out and get it.
Hey.
Whole gang here and they with it. Bad little bitch, I'ma go ahead and hit it. My club coat on my back, can't fit it. She know I'm poppin'. My Draco be chopping and dropping and mopping. He wanna come pull up, he ain't even shopping. I only get money, y'all ain't be watching. I get that back and run it up, get a no count. I never even had a trap. Swiping, I'm really getting bread off an app. Bullet gon' hit like a missile, it slap. Right at a tat. Got a bad bitch, she a brat. Got a side bitch, she a net. I got a hit cause that ass too fat. I'ma go ahead, dip on the ass like that. I'm getting money, don't you understand it? Stay on all bet like a bandit. Fuck nigga, pull up on us, we gon' fan it. Pussy bitch, I'm cool on ya, I'm a bandit. Nigga see me with my dogs, he gon' panic. He smart cause if we go to clapping, he vanish. She want a piece of me, she saying she want a dose, but I ain't speaking Spanish. He call my dog for a nip, but he think that we done, boy, you better know fake, keep a cannon. She wanna suck on my cup, she said it tastes like yogurt, that it tastes so sweet just like Danny. We poppin' bottles, no rum, you see life in my favor, they tryna ask me how I manage. You run up, you gon' need a bandage. You over, you got your handed. Point me to the bird, I'ma go out and get it. Whole gang here and they with it. Bad little bitch, I'ma go ahead and hit it. My club coat on my back, can't fit it. She know I'm poppin'. My Draco be chopping and dropping and mopping. He wanna come pull up, he ain't even shopping. I only get money, y'all let be watching.
And this don't no pull up in for his fitting. He say it's beef and we pull up and eat it. I do no rap in the booth for the semi. I might pull up in a Bentley. You know a nigga be fitted. I'm dripping hard, no I'm stepping in Neiman. He call my phone, he ain't shopping. Me and the Magi, we trapping. Hey BOA do his thing like it's magic. You think a nigga be pranting? All blue honey's coming out the socket. She gets so wet, thumbing through them honeys. Smoking out the bag, I might smoke an onion. I go so hard, gotta touch a million. You know I'm a king, know that I fuck with my queen. She say I step on the scene, effing is black at the beam. I might yellow take the scene. You know I stay with the rocket, pocket joints thumb out the pocket. You know I'm gone of exotic, I'm on my way with a baddie. She give no fucks, but I'm gone off this oxy. I feel no payment, she eat the body. She take my soul and I'm gone up to find it. She eat the dick and there's no need for breakfast.
Point me to the bird, I'ma go out and get it. Whole gang here and they with it. Bad little bitch, I'ma go ahead and hit it. My club coat on my back, can't fit it. She know I'm poppin'. My Draco be chopping and dropping and mopping. He wanna come pull up, he ain't even shopping. I only get money, y'all let be watching. She know I'm poppin'. Yeah. She know I'm poppin'.
Hey.
She know I'm poppin'. She know I'm poppin'.
Down south bangers up in this thing, boy. DJs.
Yeah, I get the world be so evil. Why we keep hurting our people? Have a nightmare facing demons. Side notes, can you see them? Lonely world with no feelings, emotions, just a season. Left my heart in the freezer. It's ice up, it's the season. How could the world be so evil? How could the world be so cold? Loved ones gotta leave them. Lose dog gotta leash them. Tell the vet, yeah, we miss them. Hungry night, had to feed them. How could the world be so evil? How could the world be so evil? How could the world be so cold? How could you take what you know? How could you take from the soul? My dog got sent on the road. Won't put no trust on the soul. I know the time will come. I know they've been there for. The street wanna see me fail. I ride around with a pole. Remember time I have it. The feeling the time you want no. The block turned me to a savage. I clutched my way to the door. I can't get caught in traffic. The street so hot, nigga melting. I'm in the coupe with a bad bitch. I changed the game like fabrics. I let my head, my soul to keep. It ain't no blood that put me to sleep. The world so cold, can't miss a beat. I'm 10 toes, I'm stuck in the streets. I'm in a grind, I'm up with no sleep. Hey, yeah, I'm in a grind, I'm up with no sleep. How could the world be so evil? While we keep hurting our people, have nightmare facing demons. We know can you see them? Lonely world with no feelings, emotions, just a season. Left my heart in the freezer, it's ice up, it's the season. How could the world be so evil? How could the world be so cold? Loved ones gotta leave them, lose dogs gotta leave them. Tell the failure we miss them, hungry not how to feed them. How could the world be so evil? How could the world be so evil? How could the world be so cold?
DJ Rock, Mr. Down South Bangers on your ass, bro.
I'm having side effect and I can hit with you niggas. Chop on with a mafia, go and spin that nigga. I put that shit in spot, I drive this shit like a rental. It's a big body minute, come with some
DJ Plug, bring that shit back.
Down South.
Down South banger. Young rich nigga shit, man.
I'm having side effect and I can hit with you niggas. Chop on with a mafia, go and spin that nigga. I put that shit in spot, I drive this shit like a rental. It's a big body minute, come with twin turbo. I'm having side effect and I could paint you a picture. I'm riding with a hook and I could bait me a nigga. I'm really in the back, I'm trying to match up some figures. I'm having side effect and I can hit with you niggas. My shooter got a shooter, I send them both to come get you. I got it out the mud, I cleaned it up for them ladies. I fuck up on the road, I saved that hoe on the runner. I post up any track, I'm doing NBA numbers. I'm having side effect, I might just flip me some back. I had to drop off the mask, I just been working the clock. Put me in rotation, how to make it right back. I'm talking 100 to stack, burning the eighth in the back. I'm having side effect, I gotta keep them away. It is a shame niggas hate, you gotta put them in place. Some might just go to the grave. I'm talking craving his name, I'm talking pain his way, I'm talking in his day.
DJ J Rock, Mr. Down South Bangers on your ass,
Chop up with a mafia, go and spin that nigga. I put that shit in spot, I drive this shit like a rental. It's a big body minute, come with twin turbo. I'm having side effect and I could paint you a picture. I'm
Y'all got a better plan, man.
Crazy. I know. Pop, you don't have a lighter on you.
But you know who got the lighter?
Baby So stole my lighter, bro.
Baby So took our lighter, bro.
The other day,
The
nigga.
lighter was since Baby So ass left here.
HBE.
I got a bunch of them shit to do.
Yeah, we celebrate when the ice go. But don't think about all names and no fix still. I'm trying to paint it, but it's all wrong. That's true, will have you paint a picture someone else on. He caught the time, others said, R.I.P. Miss my niggas, tell him phone, I see the same tears fall when this boy gone. Pain and suffer left behind, gotta stay strong. You gotta know when they both gone. Pain and suffer no sorrow when they both wrong. And the box when it's gone, it's coming home. Free my niggas on them drugs, I think it's so gone. No heart, love is rare, so I love my clothes one. I will trade up my people, I won't fold up with none. Then I got my blessing twice, cause I feel like I'm the chosen one. And I can see me switching sides, all my ops was breadcrumb. Every other night we spend just to please the optimum. You can't tell me that you real, man, you cut your day one. You betrayed your own family, your ass was just a bump. You can't sit on my table, on the seats, all the rain on the ice. But no, I don't buy I'm trying to do this, but it's all wrong. It's true, I have you paint a picture someone else. He could be talking to the same. Alright, my niggas tell him, see the same always, boy, gon' paint the same. Left behind, gotta make sure, gotta
Motion that I'm going to labor. I go I'm celebrate like I would be in the fixes working season. I won't get even I want some fun. Cardi running. I'm feeling up with you, no conscience. I'm so running. Can't get your own bitch. I'm gonna kill it. I can't make me a flash about it. Don't kick it. I'm a predator. No change. Let's go. We up the stage. I'm a solo. I keep it in my rush. Like one they can catch me. But they call it fake. For all protect. Bitch, I'm reckless.
But I don't I'm trying to pay it, but it's all you know. Push the way I'm paying the you can go to town, alright, here's my telephone. I just fall with this boy gone. There is so well left behind, gotta switch up, gotta.
Is that a sample? The piano?
No, that's my boy actually made that.
Yeah, that sounds like something I've heard before. The chords sound very similar.
Yeah, I like that. I like that whole vibe.
Dollars, price tag, and money tag.
I just saw it enough for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And these streets I done made it kill me. I don't know why you wanna kill me. Moves like these minutes by the hole. Keep it real, I done made move. Real, I don't trust this nigga. Dick his bitch, now he wants smoke.
I ain't recording with him.
In the streets,
Man, bro, don't even go in right now, bro. At least unmute the mic. Matter of fact, let me see if we unmuted. We should be unmuted. Let me check it
this
on.
money, man, I need a million. In the streets, man, I hit with villains. I for the hope, I got her choosing. He got no love, he wanna kill me. Fuck bitch niggas, man, I keep extension. No chance I wish she'll set you up. That's why I chose her. She know the vision, she know the deal. She keep it real, she got my money, ain't none. She hold it down, that's real to me. In the block with my 30 on it. Catch my sword with my Glock on it. Just in case he try to up on me. Just in case I had a buff on me. I fell in love with the streets. I put it down for the hustle.
But we should be
I like the
talking
way
right
that
now,
it
but
feel. I like the way that it shine. I bought the game with no hands out. I fuck the hoe and I can't stop. She eat the dick like I fuck her raw. I give her back shot. Hey, she love the king. She love my smile. I make her heart stop. I play my role. I do my thing. I make her feel right. Yeah. Dollars. Price tag. Yeah. 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 Hey. Yeah. Double down, profit. Double down, then I come down. I know these hoes be sneaking. I know these niggas be watching. Hey, that thing in my
No, but this is a first one. I'm gonna just do that.
I'm switching late. I'm in a heavy line. She said she ain't trying to fuck. So the shit down. She got a jump by. I got the work. Who seen it? Go. Cold plug is a new shit. I switch the game when I roll up. Double cheese when I roll up. Long nights on the show, bro. Some say that I change up. Put in work, I'ma change up. I ain't I got stains. Free I left, I'ma change up. I'm broken, extend up. Every bitch give me brains. Eat the dick, she'll stain. Call my phone, make a play now. I'm in the streets, who need it? I go to break, who need it? Yeah, I got home, who see it? I'm in the streets, who need people? I know them niggas be snitching. Hey, I know them niggas be snitching. I keep a gun with extension. I know that hoes be eating. She got the team, gon' miss it. I know them niggas be kissing. Sooner or later, they gon' miss it. White tee, get the picture. Picasso hand, pay the shoe up. Add it up, I get the scale in the middle. First seat in a duffel. In the trap like a huddle. Set it up, make double. Double down when I step. I put this nigga Medusa. I got some vulture to eat ya. Shout out my nigga, he a shooter. I switch the game when I roll up. Double cheese when I roll up. Long nights on the show, bro. Some say that I change up. Put in work, I'ma change up. Diamonds all in my chain. I ain't round like I stain. Free I left, I'ma change up. I'm broken, it's stain. Every bitch give me brain. Eat the dick, she'll stain. Call my phone, let her play now. I'm in the streets, who need it? I go to break, who did it? Yeah, that's why the hoes who see it. I'm in the streets with people. I know the niggas be snitching. Hey, I know the niggas be snitching.
Catch
Dollaz. When niggas don't forget, we get to it. I know she said she love me, she was bad to you. I'm with you, I need some love. You say you need it right. Don't pay to me, young nigga. I know them hoes be fakes. You get to it, nigga. You break it down. I feel in love. I need love. Little bitch, fuck my whole head up. Used to put on another nigga, but I hell much. But I love you. I used to be happy with her. I know they didn't hate me. You thought they would be so start to get some much of hate. I'm fell in love with her. Couple niggas, I got no bitches to put. Couple bitches, I don't fall. She done take that special over, I can't get it. She done got me plenty time, I can't get over. I swear to God, I want it good, but it wasn't. I done fell a couple of times, but I'm still spinning. I don't trust none of you hoes, cause you'll fuck me over. You'll fuck me over. Your niggas don't argue, we get to it. I know she said she love me, she'll back to you. I'm out here in the streets, I need some love. You say you get it right, I'm feeling fast. Don't back to me, young nigga. I know them hungry legs. You get into it, nigga. You break it down, nigga. If everybody bought it, who keep the stud around? If we all break it down, who's selling the home? He leave my foot in zip, fuck his camera. Would've given him a whole play, then he would've scored. Would've played with a nigga, triple double double. Didn't really like it, see the visions of it. Didn't really wanna work, wanted credit for it. Cause he said he wanted to pay the hustle on the hustle. You didn't ride for the money, what you kill her. Yeah, I know she said she love you, but she fucking she don't love you. I don't give a flying fuck unless it's fucking do. I'm really in the block, but all 10's gone. You say it's real love, keep on dabbing, boy. I'ma change this fucking dollar till it's no. When they put on party, we get to it. I know she said she love me, she'll flex, she'll flex. I'm out here in the streets, I need some love. You say you get the brand, think of fail. Go back to me, young nigga. I know them hungry flex. You get to it, nigga. You break it down, too.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the No Face, No Case Godcast. We are here today with PHET DOLLAZ, man of the city. I'm calling it right now. He's doing his thing in Central Florida, West Orlando. Ask about him. Babe, you want to start the questions off, or do you want to kind of jump in?
I don't know if you want to introduce yourself and say anything before we get started, okay?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy PHET DOLLAZ. You know what I'm saying? Rocking out from West Orlando. You know, putting in work. And I also dropped a mixtape on this 25th of this month called Dollars on all platforms. Also, I dropped a song today. Go view it on YouTube. Let me know how you feel. Op Celebration. Me featuring VL Deck. You know what I'm saying? 5 visuals. Check it out.
Hey, shout that out. Really quick, if you want to mute that mic. All right. So, where did the inspiration come for your name, and what is the meaning behind it?
You know, my name itself is mean fat. A lot of people when they say fat, they assume like fat PHET. I'm PHAT. Feel me now? But I'm going fat PHET. In my culture, fat means a way of like party, live. You feel me? And you know, that's where the word fat dollars came from.
So it translates directly over to party dollars, you'd say.
Pretty much, like the term fat, like any Haitian will tell you, like is a I'm from Haiti originally, you feel me? So it's a term like used for party, live, and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I am also of Haitian descent. My mom and dad are Haitian, so I was always wondering. I was like fete, I know means party or festival of some sort, and dollars. I was like, party dollars? I was like, oh, this is a party nigga. All right, cool. All right, so you're saying that the name pretty much came out of you being the guy on the scene, I would say?
Not necessarily. Like, you know, Fat was also a childhood name for me.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? My mom, everybody called me Fat, like, growing up. You feel me? So I just didn't have time to try to switch it up or nothing like that. You feel me?
Okay. And you're saying your mom came up with this, siblings?
Pretty much, like, Fat is a name that's been around, like, my whole life. Okay. Like, day one.
All right. And then you said that you were from Haiti. Like, how old were you when you came to America?
Roughly 10.
10?
Yeah,
all right. So what grade did you end up in?
Well, when I came over here, it was a whole bunch of mix up, a whole bunch of mix. Like, when I came from here, they had all that corrupt at first, you feel me?
Yeah,
so they had to
that
put me
always
in
happens. It never transfers over perfectly.
Yeah, so that had me backed up. But later on in life, I started, like, you know, I was always ahead, you know what I'm saying, as far as school and work and stuff like that. So they just kind of like got me going over the grades later on and stuff like that.
So did you went to high school in this area?
Yeah, I went to elementary, middle school, and high school.
All in this area?
Well, pretty much. I went to Lake Gym Elementary, which is, you know, for us.
Yeah, you're right over there.
Yeah, so Meadowbrook. I went to Meadowbrook after. I went to Evans for a little bit. Then I went to Sheila because Evans wasn't having it with me.
Right. So that's alternative school?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what grade were you when you went to Sheila?
Rough. I was like at the end of 9th grade.
Man, so early.
Yeah, they like, cause like I really like never went to 8th grade. Let me get it like behind you. I never really went to 8th grade or nothing like that. I went to 8th grade for like 2 weeks, and they moved me to the 9th grade.
Is it a combative issue? Like, what's going on that you out of the scene? I
was a class clown. You feel me? And it's not even the fact I was a class clown, because I was never like the type that go to school and interrupt the teacher or nothing like that. But people was always talking to me, always have something to say. So responding back, I was always the one that the teacher always felt like, get out my class or something like that.
That's crazy though. Like,
so that even goes back, because even though the childhood name, like, he's been carrying that energy his whole life. Even in class, that everybody around him is like, oh shit, that's Fat. You feel me? Like, it's just
life of the party. That's what that means. Okay, because you know dollars is currency, and niggas need that shit to live. So,
and that's what run any party scene. So,
all right, you got your meaning right there.
You feel me? That's
you want to play it back.
Yeah, that's the OG juice right there for sure.
Hold on, so you saying you got expelled for making niggas laugh?
Yeah, then I don't know what happened, but they were just like, hey, I gotta go. And I was always getting in trouble. They was always calling my mom. Right. There was this one teacher that always had me though. I forgot his name, little French teacher. He always had my back a little piece, but after a little while, he was like, you know, I can't
do shit.
I can't.
So did you do any secondary, like college experience that at all?
I did. I went to Valencia for about a year and a half. Realized it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me.
Right. Exactly. So, all right, let's get a timeline real quick, just for the people, like, because we know you weren't on the scene for a little bit. You got bammed in a weird situation.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I've been in a whole bunch of unfortunate situations in my life, believe it or not, and that's honest truth that got me into music. Like the mic and everything like that. My dog OJ Carter, which is, you know, my producer and everything, he make beats for me and everything. I started with him. Was always playing with songs and shit like that, but I never took it serious, and then I had a heavier accent that I had to work with too. So it was tough for me at first, but then being in this situation I was in and those places I went to, music was the only thing that, I don't know, I started liking music.
Right. All right. So let's run it back really quick to the language barrier. Like, my whole thing is, because me and my husband go back and forth with this Jamaican Haitian, and I'm trying to figure out, is it because of the language barrier that, like, we have so many issues with other Black people within, like, different, I guess, ethnicities, you say? Like American blacks, Jamaican blacks, like, is that, do you think that's a situation where it's like, we don't speak the same language, so we're not going to understand each other?
I mean, you know, being from some different islands sometime and around different people, they could get a little nervous because they ain't used to you and used to how you moving, how they moving, and they might get a little frustrated.
Quick question. Have you personally ever had a situation with a Jamaican where y'all were against each other? Have you ever had beef with a Jamaican?
Not necessarily. Me and the Dreads get along real fine.
Bro, I'm really trying to figure out because they say that there's this unsaid beef between Haitians and Jamaicans, and I've never experienced it.
I ain't experienced that either because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never really.
What y'all think over there, bro?
I've never experienced it. Like, to me, like, Jamaicans are real funny towards Haitians. Like, we always connect. Like,
yeah, I ain't felt
the same people.
Always connect.
Me and the Dreads real tight. Yeah. Like, always been tight.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was like, even when you claim Rasta, it's like you automatically know, like, it's peace coming with that. Like,
in every nationality, there's always gonna be the fucked up one. You feel me?
That's what I was about
to say. It's just always a bad apple, bad experience, and they just carry it on. You know, like,
it's definitely those Jamaicans that, you know.
Hey, they don't have no morals. Let's stay in the culture then. Let's stay in the culture because, like I said, I always listen to the compa music, and I'm always like, yo, YT Vice is always your main person because I'm always like, yo, with King Posse and all these people. But I just see that the majority of Haitians that's here, see, like they don't rock with King Posse. I mean, they don't rock with original rap staff and those type of people. I don't know how you feel, but I don't think they rocking with the carnival music as much as, and that's a separation already because to even say that the rock,
like the promoters and DJ and stuff, like they pick their favorites and they pick and choose them, like boom. So that's
you're
all
talking about in like America, or
yeah, here. So that's all the people are hearing and seeing. So that's all they're gonna want.
Yeah, they spam one artist so much. It's like that's all you get to see is that artist. Because you know,
pretty much nowadays everybody pretty much programming.
Because we're really trying to figure out. Because like even with Jamaica, like we look at their artists and we're like, all right, they're modernizing the music. Whereas T-Vice is staying in compa.
Exactly, and I was saying
is there
that.
any modern Haitian rappers
like
y'all know of?
Trap rappers or anything of that sort where y'all trying to jump in the game and use
honest truth, I can't sit here and try to even lie to you.
Like, have you tried even jumping out there? Like rapping?
No, I honestly never did. Okay. I mean, I can say a word or two in Creole in this track, you feel me? But you know, I was always Haitian, so I felt like, you know, I never had a.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because your whole thing is you're going outside of yourself in a way and speaking English and, you know, kind of trying to speak your thoughts into another language. So your whole thing is focusing on that versus trying to be in both sides of it.
Mm-hmm. Plus, one thing about this lane in music and whatever you want to do in life, once you jump in the lane, it's kind of tough to, you know, switch lane because everybody don't know you for the lane that you started with. You feel me? So I didn't want to start off with the lane that I didn't want to focus on.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, nah, that's what you're doing over here.
That's what.
Unconditional. I see you try to do something different with that.
Well, believe it or not, I'm a very versatile artist. I could go in, you know, any flow, any beat, you know, and really rock it well and do something different with it. I don't really just stand in one pocket of music either.
Exactly. We were watching the Dirty Glove one, and you said something. You just mentioned him also, your producer. You said that he helped you with writing. Like, what was it actually like in the process of the writing? Huh?
OJ Carter.
OJ Carter, yes. Okay, so OJ Carter helped you with your writing and kind
like
of
with my the flowing and stuff. Not really, you know, rap music was something like that was always natural for me. Like my freestyling wasn't the best at first, but as I got in the game, I could do my little 1-2 here and there. You feel me? But I could think of music in second.
Right.
But he did in the beginning, like I tell, you know, even in the interview, even now, he'd help me out with my flow, help me how to find myself and deliver my words and stuff like that. He most definitely did that.
Studio time, like, is it like in comparison to the past? Like, how long did it take you to actually complete a full song in studio versus now?
No. Oh, back then, like he right, because back then it took me time. Like sometimes I'll book an hour and couldn't even damn near finish a hook because it's like I'm a person of perfection too, so I'll be trying to get it where I want it to be. Right. So unless it's there, I don't really settle or try to settle myself.
I definitely see the effort that you put forth because like it's like a pronunciation with your words. You're trying to get them out as clear as possible. I like it. I see it, and it's a constant improvement with the sound, just the flow, everything. I love it.
But you know, like I said, music is something I actually like doing. So I work on that flow, work on that style daily, all the time, trying to better myself. You feel me? So, by the way, I mentioned my boy Breeze Vercetti in the building.
Hey, shout out to Vercetti, man. Hey,
exactly. So I know the name, don't know the face. How you doing? I always see
you can throw on the other.
I know he be doing his thing and everything like that with the clothing line. Y'all guys check him out.
And I always shout out Breeze. Breeze, one of the neatest nigga I ever seen. One of the most polite niggas, bro. I told you he followed all that shit, bro. The concealed weapon laws and all that shit. He was the first nigga to really take that shit serious in my whip.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, one day I picked him up, man, HD. Okay. He jumped in that bed. He was on some shit where he was like, nah, bro, put that shit. You gotta conceal that bit. I'm like, damn, for real. You feel me? Like, most niggas, they try to be too street, bro.
Too gangster.
And that's what I be saying. Like, when is it a time that it's a balance in the music? And that's why I like your music, because you got songs like Cry Now, which is little different shit where you get to a vibe that it's not about glorifying trapping or glorifying doing some shit. It's like, yeah, but this shit happened too, though. Like, niggas go to jail, nigga set you up, it'll be your partner, like all that type of stuff, bro. Like, that got to be commemorated in music, bro. I see we glorify a lot of shit that it'd be like, niggas fucking with that.
Well, you know, in this era too, people just, you know, go with the flow or go with what they think is what they think. You feel me? Like, they don't really put much in it. Like, for example, like a lot of time people only like somebody if somebody else is like. You feel me?
That group think is serious.
You know, especially with me as an artist. You feel me? I know a lot of people, but you know, maybe a lot of them don't jam my music like they should have been jamming my music, and I don't hold them accountable for it because that's that. You know, I might not be the style of music they like. You feel me? Or I might not be the person that they feel like they should jam or anything like that. But in reality, people like, for example, people like people that other people like. That's just how life works.
Bro, that's our main campaign, bro. It's fuck with the people shit that's right here in your backyard, bro. Why does it get so weird?
Hey,
it's
even
like
doper than that, support you. That's why I'm glad he shouted out Breeze, because you feel me? That's a black clothing line. We gotta support that shit. Like, all this stuff that we doing, I'm always glorifying that type of stuff, bro. Like, we gotta get back to that. It's like support you, bro. You be trying to rock with these motherfucking Gucci and all these people, and they'll say something to us. We'll boycott it for 6 days, 6 minutes. You feel me? They'll back off and they'll come back. It's like, bro, let's just, like I said, even with the basketball protest, and I feel like a lot of this shit, bro, we should just get in this, bro, and just run the bag up and then step out of that shit and do your own thing. That's why I'm glad you're on the independent wave. And like, can you speak to that, bro? How is that as far as like
budgeting?
Yeah, like
how do you manage studio time? How do you manage your money? How are you know, kind of growing your money? All that stuff.
I mean, that's a conversation people don't really know too much about in the music business. You feel me? And sometimes they get beside itself, which you can't control that. Music is definitely like a different ball game as far as, you know, investing. Me and my brothers and a couple other friends sometimes invest. That's what we invest. You know, we self-label, self-manage, so we don't depend or wait on somebody else.
So, like, are you guys already at the level where you're running your own studio? Because that seems like the most common investment with the rappers. Like, I might as well get a studio and rent out. You know,
we did have a studio, but they always was giving us issue from like smoking and this, that, and third, little small stuff. You feel me? So right now we do like our studio right now is down. We at Z Planet, Zeus Planet Studio, but we still have other studio from friends and family that we still go to.
Right.
But managing the studio in the beginning was definitely, you know, a lot of people want to know the studio is not the hard thing. You feel me? About music, not even even the video sometimes ain't even hard. You could easily pay somebody $200-300 to shoot your video if it come down to it, and pay somebody $34 to go to the studio. But it's promotion. Promotion is what costs. Promotion is what gets you going. Also,
marketing is key, because like, you know, back in the days, like a nigga could just go stand in front of the corner store and give out a CD. You know, like it was a hustle. It was a guaranteed word of mouth. But now it's like niggas expect to post it on their page and just the world to see it. And it's like,
it don't work like that. And in the beginning of my career, that's what I was doing too. But I was doing a little small other stuff like World Star, Say Cheese here and there. But I ain't know the market all the way. And sometimes it ain't about money either. It's just the connection of them, you know, letting other people know. Because sometimes people might take a page of, you know, a podcast or a person that promote artists is more serious than your own craft. So you gotta deal with them, highlight them, let them know, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, see if you post my stuff on there too, and go with the guideline basically after that.
And also with the marketing comes branding too, because like if if you go on Say Cheese, you almost kind of put yourself in a box because you know who Say Cheese covers. You know, local or regional artists. It's never any national. Like he covers national, but it's very rare. Like his stuff is smaller artists, so that puts you in the
bubble of the smaller artists.
Yeah,
that's why.
So you have to be more mindful of that stuff. It's like, hold on, I'm gonna wait, because like it would be flyer if you went and did a Breakfast Club or whatever is well known and got their thing going, and then go to Say Cheese and kind of pump him up and Say Cheese kind of looking at you like, now I'll pay you for the next visit. Like,
no, you're correct. You're correct. What you're saying is facts. Because,
it's trust.
Hey, go ahead, OG.
No, you go ahead. You can speak.
Hey, but they always speak about this even in marketing because you said it, but I heard you say it before, and I even want to double down on it. It's like we all feel like, yo, it's our city, bro. Anywhere you go, motherfuckers don't fuck with nobody unless you got authority. Meaning that, bro, if you ain't get a stamp from somebody, bro, you nobody.
You're nobody.
So you gotta. So I always tell my wife, you gotta find a way to get in contact with the big artist, right hand man.
The right hand, and sometimes it ain't about going to the main artist because he might be a little too far ahead to where you might not get his attention no matter what you do, or unless you want to bring that bag for it. And sometimes bring the bag for it don't mean that main artist.
It's never worth it. The best things in life are free or just a barter and trade.
It gotta be something genuine.
It gotta, in the music business, one thing I realized too, it could be genuine, but you still have to pay sometimes. Like just how the business works. But you want genuine to where it's like, okay, I'm paying you, but I'm gonna treat it like love. It ain't just about the money. It's about the craft also. Like, damn, I actually fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't just, oh, all right, this, that. It's like, damn, you're a cool nigga too. Like, besides that. And sometimes you might meet an artist you might not fuck with like that because of his ways or little small things that might account on, you feel me saying? But it ain't nothing to really, but I just feel like as an artist, if you're gonna interact with the other artists, it should be genuine. It should be, okay, I'm gonna holler at you first, see where we stand, and if you fuck with me or not. Did you hear
about the guy that snitched on everybody, bro? He tried to pay $1 million to NBA.
Oh yeah, you 6ix9ine.
Yeah, we don't even say his name. Can't give him no airway, but yeah, he tried to pay this guy $1 million, bro. Like that's how it doesn't need to be, because it's desperate, it's disingenuous, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, he's in a bubble to where he kind of destroys his own self.
Yeah, I was about to say that's one of the most extreme cases in a sense.
And then he got beside himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's, like I said, that's a situation I don't even care to speak on because he's a clown to me.
100% fact.
And he do clown shit for attention. He's an attention guy.
Hey, but back to the independent. I was listening to an artist, and he was speaking about the independent grind and when he was really penciling everything out as far as setting up a tour, because I think he went on like a 45 city tour, whatever the situation was. He was like, once he started seeing the situation, the bus driver could only drive for a certain amount. So it's like everything is time. So he was like, bro, I might as well just get my own. Like all those things come into the independent grind because you start wondering like, yo, this man taking money for this man taking money for this. So like, have you ever thought about any of that as far as like booking your own tour, booking your own stuff like that?
Man, I thought of booking my own tour. You feel me? And it ain't, you know what I'm saying? This mixtape I was dropping, when they say booking your own tour, it all depends on which way you go about it. You feel me? You can book your own tour as far as being like, okay, I'm finna call every club in every city and state, and I'm finna log that in myself. Or the city and the state could be booking you already, and you just create the wave with that. You feel me? So it all depends how you want to do it. I mean, I've been on tour with a couple guys before. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much exactly what it is. Some tour, like I said, is beneficial to you, and some tour is beneficial to them. It's however you look at it. But if you like you're saying, if you're independent and pretty much, let's say, as long as the events go as planned, it should be.
And what's your biggest venue you performed at? Like, is it just like a club or?
Yeah, pretty much the club down here. I did a lot of clubbing on that.
So no festivals or anything outdoor?
Not necessarily. No, none big major outdoor festival, nothing like that.
Okay, and I got a quick question. Like, have you ever? Because I be hearing like even artists that you may not know, or I'd be like, damn, he from Orlando. It's like I don't know if it's a connection they make or what is it, but they'll end up on like NBA 2K or they'll end up on like something. You be like, man, I never even heard him in the city, and then he'll be like, he's from Orlando or whatever the situation is. Like, have you ever like as far as because I heard you talking about distribution, like where what's your platform? Like, are you using a certain platform as far as?
I go through CD Baby right now.
Okay, CD Baby.
Yeah, I did my distribution there through CD Baby. I put my songs in there pretty much, and whatever revenue come in, they take their percentage and bring it in. But that's just the reason I use CD Baby. Is a lot of probably places that's better than them, but I use them because my songs stay on them forever. So pretty much it don't matter because my wave is definitely on the way. So I feel like even them songs from back then, because I did drop 4 tape already. This is gonna be my 5th one. You feel me?
Have you heard anything about TikTok and kind of like rerunning your music on there to kind of bring it back up?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. That's when I've been, my sisters and them, they're big into TikTok, and they were trying to tell me to jump into that, but I was pretty much trying to, do that.
Because all your snippets, they're TikTok worthy. I was on your IG and just going down those videos, it's like you have a captivating way of just grabbing attention. So I really think it can be profitable if you go on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into it now that you said, because I had friends, like I said, even Breeze right here next to me. A lot of stuff he be.
I was just gonna say that I've been to him.
Yeah, he been. You know what I'm saying? He been trying to get me to do a lot.
Are you in the music industry?
Man, I'm about to say, bro. Let's talk to Breeze because I kind of want to hear it because I was just asking Fat as far as the individual being independent and stuff, and like as far as the clothing line, like as far as design and getting the shirt printed up, like are you using screen printing, like how
live, like.
We live. Oh, you don't even want to speak RSA. So all right, so we gonna holler at you. All right. We definitely gonna holler at you. All right, that make a lot of sense. Yeah, because I definitely wanted to ask you about that as far as when I was talking to Fed and shit. I was trying to figure out the independent way because like you just like you're saying, bro. My motherfuckers don't understand it, so they'll look at it and they might see it as being small, but behind the scenes you might be working with the person that may be their favorite person. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. Hey, we're gonna come up. Yeah, you have some questions. I know you did.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked about the distribution deal. He said he's with City Baby. Have you heard about the United Masters putting the 2K12? Any of that stuff?
I heard of United Masters, and I heard that it was pretty good as well. But I never, honest truth, look into it.
Yeah. We were interviewing Bob Jizzle. Okay. Yeah. So Bob Jizzle was telling us how the United Masters has a deal where you can have your music on 2K12 possibly with their distribution deal that they do or whatever.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into that.
Yeah, it's a lot of different, like because it's so open now and there's so many different distribution. Everybody got to offer something else. CD Baby got this. All right, well, Audio Mac gonna do this. Okay, cool. TuneCore gonna do. You feel me? Everybody trying to offer something. You feel me? So definitely look into that, bro. Because right now should be a time of trying to leverage everything. And then as far as leveraging it, what's going on with the YouTube, bro? I checked your YouTube out. You only got one John on there. I'm like, damn, like you ain't trying to bring traction. Like, what's going on?
Like, like I told you, a lot of stuff that, about YouTube and everything. I wasn't really doing like, my YouTube. You feel me? Okay. I had like some of my people that I was supposed to take care of. Like, pretty much, I send a song over my management, which is the people around me. I call them management because they don't want to help me out and make sure everything is on point. So, a lot of stuff on the YouTube, and now we've been cleaning up and trying to fix up. So, give us some time. We'll get it jumping into different other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when we first came in the game, we didn't have too much knowledge ourselves because we was independent. And we didn't really have that person that set us down and give us the knowledge or anything like that. So we really had to go gain the knowledge and stuff like that to go.
You got to.
Bring it out.
All right, so currently right now, as far as the YouTube space, if somebody was just strictly on the YouTube, because me, I don't really go on SoundCloud or nowhere else, basically, but YouTube. So as far as YouTube right now, like where would I be able to find it? Because I don't know if y'all know that, but it'll be people that create topics for y'all. And I don't know if y'all getting paid for that revenue. I feel like they getting paid for that revenue. So that's what I'm saying. You got to at least just get on there and just, you feel me, just drop, you feel me, just put your Johns on there at least to get the same stream. Because every time I type your name in, it go to your topics and then somebody else gets streams.
I get what you're saying.
You feel me? And then like if I want to find your music videos, then I go to Z Planet. Zero
Planet Entertainment.
Okay. So.
Z Planet Entertainment is like me and gang. So some of them videos that come up there, that's really, like that's the people that's putting it up there. But some of the videos, you're correct that I should have my own page as well.
For sure. Yeah, we was bugged out by that. It was like, man, yeah, they got going on. And then I went and checked your official page, and I was like, oh fuck, the last shit you got is 3 years ago. You only got one shit up there. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, like, not because you know, like in my past, I was supposed to have a whole bunch of more visuals. You feel me? I was dealing with cameramen that was never taking their craft as serious they're supposed to. Because they was always short on videos. Like I literally did like 5 extra videos I never got.
Like what year did you actually get out and kind of like start rapping?
17, 18 ish. I started doing more work into it. Because like I said, when I first started, I was doing my thing, a little 1-2, but you know, it was always, I'm facing charges, or I got this going on, I got that going on, and it was always yeah. Even as we speak, I'm still going through, literally since I turned 18, like shit crazy. Every day been like.
You're saying like when you did start actually seriously rapping, like what year was that?
When I say like about, like I said, 17. Well, I've been rapping, like I told everybody, I've been rapping since like 14, 15. Mm-hmm. It just wasn't like, it was something that I was mastering before that. I told myself that I'm finna take it to the next level.
All right, so let me ask you a better question. How long have you been doing it?
How long I've been doing music overall? I'll say about roughly 6 years.
6 years?
6 and a half.
All right, so like in 10 years, like where do you hope to be?
Well, I won't even say in 10 years and less.
So like 4 years from now, like
I think I'll be gone.
Huh?
I'll be gone. I'll be to the next level of music.
In regards to you're still rapping, but it's about something different. What you mean? You'll be gone.
Like, I thought you was asking would I be how big or mainstream or anything like that?
Yeah, like my whole thing is like I'm trying to get to like what's your top goal of 2021 and like what's the process that you're actually going through to get there?
My top goal this year is basically to lock in my music.
Versus Sony or anybody else having control of, setting up YouTube, setting up IG or wherever landing page is going to end up on. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Is like, are you still going to have to do it seems like you're going to have to do a whole nother budget to actually promote the music now.
I do,
like,
believe it or not.
The distribution is to pretty much be the middleman in between you and Apple or whatever.
I don't know what's going on with them with the distribution deal because, like you said, I do my own promo. I do my own from social media to different people. Like I would have to reach out to myself type stuff, or me and my people.
And how is promo? Are you just IG, Facebook, Twitter?
I promote. Like I be trying to promote to the world.
So you get out there.
My mixtape.
Okay.
Like, college kid. I be trying to even right now. I be trying to reach out to Shade Room and stuff like that.
Do you have any merch for your fans?
This year, I won't say this mixtape. I will have merch. Like the last couple ones, like I told you, like I've been knew what to do. I just wasn't doing it the right way, I guess.
Right. Yeah, you sound like it's a slow growth. It's beautiful though. It's consistent progression, which is.
Yo, I kind of want to play this clip, right, man? What the Tony, this way is at 4038. Yeah, it should be in the history. Yeah, that put jamming loud as fuck. That's nonsense, bro.
You want to mute it really quick?
It's a nonsense with jamming, bro. That shit.
And the driver and the gas.
Come on,
talk to him,
Paul. Come on, Paul.
And the room for the driver, and the days off, and the extra overtime you got to pay. They drive
like you can only drive a certain by law. You can only drive a certain distance. Like even if you like, man, we can just push it straight to the next. Like no, not by law. And you have to pay for that extra day. You got to pay for a place to sleep. You got but the bus itself. And I'm just like, y'all gonna make me buy a bus.
Yeah.
Because to rent a bus
I'm just
is
saying, about 3 tours, you said you could have been bought you a bus.
You know what I'm saying? The
bought
logistics behind it, and it's just so much deeper than just the artistry. And I understand, but
it's business.
It's business, but this is why I couldn't understand though. Not just the bus and stuff, but like actually booking the tours. And I just want to say this for like independent artists.
Mm-hmm.
They try to make me think that, dang, am I about to be a rebel?
No, just say
just say
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think what kind of stance I'm about to take.
Do you want to pass it to me?
I got you. I can take this stand. Look, so they try to make the way stuff.
Look, why me and Fat? Hold on now.
Talk to him. Just be careful of what you say.
Hey, tread lightly.
If you could just put it in my ear and then let me say it.
No, I got it because it's real. It's true though. They'll make you think the way the industry has been for me when they tell me the stuff. Like I'm a very practical person, so in my mind, I couldn't understand why I would have to give somebody like 10 to 15% of my entire earnings on the tour because you called the venue and booked the venue. That blew my mind. I'm like, yo, I'm not lazy. I could call all 28 of these places,
do it myself, get that cut.
and I'm just like, yo, that's a lot of percentage you got to get for somebody saying, hey, yo, Toby want to do a show here, and they see what's going on too, so they go, oh, cool. But why I got to get 10% because you made the call? I'm like, yo, Neil, make the call.
It's just the way the industry is, man.
Who that remind you of? Exactly.
No.
That's how he was.
No, Chameleon, that was the same way. He's not paying nobody to do nothing that he could do himself.
Yeah, I'm not lazy, bro. I'm Nigerian.
So is Chameleonaire.
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me?
But that's exactly what I was talking about. Just in that simple sense, bro. They'll charge you all that percentage, nigga, because you lazy and you don't want to call somebody. You feel me, bro? If you got a team, bro, just, you feel me? Like that'd be way easier than having this, whoever this is, trying to, I don't know, bro, but like I definitely, I don't know if you know this for 100% fact, though. In order to be up there, you got to do that shit.
Yeah.
It's payola. You got to go through that system. I don't care what you think. In order to establish yourself in that system, bro, you got to pay to get in that system.
You do. That's why that's
it's a certain level I'm going to allow you to get, because if you're able to get all this revenue being independent, it's something going on.
That's what I was trying to tell you that earlier. With pretty much like with some situation, you have to pay. You might think, oh, it wasn't, it might still be genuine, but you have to pay. It ain't no, oh, bro, it's just how the business rotate. You feel me? And that's just how it's a system. You feel me? You might think them big artists is.
It's like, bro, like if it's a high demand for me, bro.
No, even the bigger artists, unless it's certain sites, like they go off really who's on top and stuff like that. But even the bigger artists, some sites they still have to, their promo take care of it. They just don't see it. Okay. So sometimes I see myself somewhere I ain't did nothing extra. You feel me? But my promo team always trying to find what's the next stage, what's the next thing to do.
Exactly. All right. So what, like, with all this stuff, it's obviously a high stress level thing where you're trying to get these songs together, you set a deadline, so on and so forth. Like, what really is pushing you and motivating you to continue to do it? Like, do you have family?
Music is something I actually love doing.
It just puts you in a place to be successful. In regards to, like, divine, I want to go spiritual really quick. Like, what's the meaning behind the alien theme that you have going on, even with your album cover on No Love? Like,
I like me personally, I always felt like my vision, my ways is out this world. You feel me? It's different. It's not like something like people come up with so easy. And I just, I'm all into my inner self. You feel me? And I believe, like, just how some people say they have another themselves of whatever creator, whatever they're from. But I just feel like alien is, I just feel like sometimes I be out of space. I be gone, I be with them.
Yeah, I want you to bring the Zodiac shit up real quick, bro. Cause I think you gonna fuck with this shit. I don't know why I think you gonna fuck with it, but I think you gonna fuck with it. Yo, Scoop.
Yo.
Come here. You about to come in?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you can get in.
I'm seeing.
Yeah. Shit, you might might just walk around, bro. I don't know what you're thinking, bro. LG, you can let Brand real quick.
Y'all want to scoot down?
Yeah, I don't know if you can let Brand right it. Yo, scoot. Yo, come on. Just, yeah. Push it up, bro. That's it. Yeah, there you go.
All right, we're gonna scoot down.
Nah, I'll put Scoop all the way over here. Yeah, Scoop in on camera. Yeah. Yeah, you can grab that seat. Yeah, you can grab that chair right there when you coming. And the motherfucking cut both.
I'm on my interview shit.
No, you're not all black. Yeah, you can pull that down with you.
Like, just make sure it lands on the dollar.
You gotta kind of pull that bit up, son.
Nah, no.
What? Pull this foot inside.
No.
That's a little older.
I got it. I'm coming.
Let him be a big boy. Yeah, right. He OG. Hey, that's why I fought with Bree. You gotta put on top. I want to say, or you. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
There you go. Just hold it. Good fucking look.
All right, we got our marvelous co-host in the building. All right, so
He just too high.
Zodiac John.
He too high. He don't even right there. I want to see that bill. I just want to see if that been making any sense to my bro. But I definitely wanted to go somewhere before I fucked y'all up. Cause you was asking Fed about the alien shit.
Yeah, he was just saying he feels like he be out of space. He don't be here.
Out of space, gone.
All right,
I'll be on the moon or something.
I'm perfect.
Gone to the moon, Future and Wayne.
Exactly, bro. As far as music, cause I heard you saying you was fucking with your favorite bro was Wayne, and you started rocking with Future.
Most def.
Who you rocking with now, besides yourself? Because I know as far you definitely were jamming that PHET DOLLAZ, but as far as any other artist that you get motivation from or just inspiration or whatever the situation is, like who you rocking with right now?
I fuck with Lil Durk as an artist right now. I mean, I like his vibe. You know, his music is meaningful as well. Like he don't just have one topic. He go on different topic as well, different vibe, different song, different flow. So that's another reason I fuck with those type of artists. Like Wayne is a person, you know, he eat up any beat, any flow, any way. And I feel like some artists, it's not the fact they can't do it, it's just the fact they won't put the time to do it.
Yeah, he's artistic.
You feel me? Even Future, even Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Got great music. I fuck with his music as well.
Young Thug is artistic. Future, artistic?
Very artistic. Future
did his thing. I'll say that. There's some Future songs that I'm like, man.
And I don't know, believe it or not, Future's trend. Like, cause I jam a lot of Future. You feel me? So he got some songs that different. It all depends on what you want to jam on. Real shit. Like you on his flow right now.
And like when you say you jamming him, like, are you smoking a spliff, chilling, listening to him?
I can jam him at any time. There's some artists I can jam at any time. Well,
like when you just want to sit down and relax, like what you listening to?
You know, it all depends because I play vibe music.
So like, do you listen to any Haitian music still?
Honest truth, at times, like if I'm around with somebody and they play it, or if I'm in their house, I hear it, but not myself, necessarily.
Well, you said 10, so that is
Like, what about Haitian American artists? Because you know I'm always fucking with Major 9. I be fucking with Kiddo Marvel, like
Major 9.
You fucking with Major 9.
There's a lot of, but Leon, I jam a lot of different artists. You know what I'm saying? If their music fire, I'm gonna jam it. I'm gonna find or some artists I go in their playlist, find the best song they got, and if I fuck with it, I jam it.
All right. So as far as for your new tape, where you get that inspiration from? Like matter of fact, all your tapes, like where the inspiration come from? Is it just what you go through? Because like I said, I hear the music as far as the music definitely sound like real life, but it's what you go through? Do you listen to certain artists and you feel me? Like what's the vibe?
Believe it or not, like everything in my music be other my dog. I was with my dog, we did it. My dog, you know what I'm saying? It's really facts, like 90% of my music facts, you feel me? Like real life. And that's why sometimes like even the songs that you hear me switch up, it's still like, you know, that's just what I was going through, or it could have been the thing I was going through. Because some of the songs gonna be, I dropped them today and they get released tomorrow. You feel me? It could have been 5 months ago. I felt that way. 3 months ago, I felt that way. You feel me? And even in my tape right now, I got different vibe on there because, you know, sometimes I was feeling like boss and want to rap about that
vibe.
shit.
What's the most, like, as far as on the new tape? Like I said, I've been jamming the whole shit, but like, what you feel like is the most different vibe on the new tape? Like,
I would have to let you actually be the guest of that. You know what I'm saying? The reason I say that, I don't want to, because I feel like my next tape is definitely a vibe in all way or sort in ways, and because I try to put a song in for everybody, from the ladies to the street niggas.
Okay, so that's your regular vibe. Because I was about to ask you, like, what song stretched you? Like, because I like I said, I heard an emotional John on there, like those type of vibe. I was wondering, did those songs kind of stretch you?
Yeah, I want to know, like, how long was that studio process? Like actually singing or harmonizing? Like, did it take a little bit longer to create that one? Or?
Nah, that's the thing. Like, what's the beat? One thing about me right now, I can hear a beat, and I've been practicing my flow and wave and melody for so many years. Now, if I like a beat, I just know what to bring on it now. I just know how to come. You know.
All right. So, like, what is your process? Are you writing when you get there? Do you just jump in?
I already 90% of my music. I already, like, sometimes I be home. I put a beat on. I freestyle it, but I end up, okay, I'm gonna just write this down. I write my music, and then after I go over them in 2, 3 times, 4 times sometimes, and I try to master it like that.
And like, even before that, like what sensation do you get? Do you just wake up and like, man, I feel like writing right now? Are you in the bed? And
Believe it or not, when you doing music and when you fully equipped to doing music, you actually wake up like that. No lie. Like, I'm gonna write a song tomorrow. I'm gonna write a song today. Like, you just.
And like, how is it? Are you eating breakfast and then writing it?
I would be honest. It's 90%.
Are you jumping right in?
In the morning, I like to write music. Early morning, I like, especially I go to putting a spliff in the air.
Children still sleep.
For some reason, my body be like quit for it. Like, I be ready. If I could go to the studio at 9 in the morning sometime, or 8 or 6, 7, whichever time I get up, sometime I would.
Bro, that's downloads. You download it.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, I be waking up in the morning geek, and I'll be writing 2, 3 songs, and then I'll call my brother, like.
And like, are you like a pen type of person, or do you type it up?
I got my phone.
All right, so your phone is where you're going. All right.
Like, I thought about recording myself, didn't like it. You know, you record.
Like, nah, I'm not hearing.
No, it's not even that. I actually, like, I be liking, like, because when I write a song and I like a beat, I don't just write it on the beat. Sometimes I turn the beat off and rockapella first and make sure it makes sense. And because you know, your mind gotta be ready to deliver. Your mind gotta be ready to deliver what you gotta put out, or the flow you want to put out. So your mind already practiced the flow before you even heard, like, ready to do the song. And sometimes you might wake up in the morning, your vibe ain't there. But sometimes when you hit that blunt, or sometime in the morning, me myself, I'll be having little bottles and I hit a shot, and then that, well, you feel me? Boost me up or something. Yeah.
That liquid courage, facts.
But I never, man, need drugs for music though. Like, I would prefer to be high though, or prefer to be, you know, a little cup or 2 here and there. But it's just the vibe from there.
That's the greatest creations, bro. If you go back in the music, as time music changed, it was James Brown, it was Jimi Hendrix. It was always somebody on something else. A nigga that was like, yo, you know what? I don't even really like the way the beat sound. Like, think about, I was listening to a rapper talking. He was just saying when first everybody came out, it's like they were screaming at you, like, yo, hard. You remember how they used to rap? And then, like, at a point, people just started talking like
melody. Because at first even when I first started, I didn't find myself here, so I was aggressive on the track.
Okay, so and that's what I was trying to ask you, because even price tag, it's different, but it's like it's kind of in a pocket.
Yeah. Price tag.
I love that shit, bro. Like,
price tag,
it's in the pocket, bro.
Price tag was the tape. Like, I started feeling myself a little bit more.
Okay, I got all right.
I fuck with price tag like the hard way.
Yeah. That shit got some vibes on that bit, bro. The plays for real, man. Like I said, I think that's a vibe in there. Yeah, I'm definitely fucking with this shit, bro.
Like, you know, especially that one song that you was playing earlier. I slipped my mind right now. But that song right there, definitely, I fuck with it in vibe too. I'm trying to think of the name real fast. You know, I be high, so.
Hey, your favorite shit on there? Flex.
Flex, one of my best and favorite songs. When I mean best, not because like I feel like you'll probably think it's my best song, but it's like Flex was my first song that gave me my full potential of the vibe I'm on right now.
How that came together? How that one came together?
One day, I got like when I wrote Flex, that's when like I just started really, I said smoking.
See, I'm out there at the most time.
That shit sound like you was just feeling yourself. You like, fuck.
I think that day I was kind of like, I was in the studio with a little shorty, you feel me? So, I was already feeling myself. So I was kind of, I was already drinking. And dog would tell you, I came up with that song, OJ, because we was like literally in his house, like a little small, in his room, studio, you know what I'm saying? Tight space. And then I wrote that song in like 15 minutes. Because that was his beat. And when I heard the beat, it just would scream at me. You feel me? And I was like, let me get this beat. He was like, no, bro. I'm like, no, for real. And then I started playing with it. And I was like, real nigga, don't argue. We get to it. I was really just playing around. Like you playing around in the booth. And I was like, oh, shit, it's slapping.
That's what it sounded like, bro. It sounded like a nigga like, you know what? Fuck that. I found my vibe. I don't care what y'all think. I'm trying to tell you, everything sounded like, yo, I want to sound like this because I feel like this is what people want to hear me sound like.
Exactly. But
then that shit, bro. I tell you, like, even when he was jamming, I was like, this is not really my favorite one for him because, like I said, I listen to others. I'm like, man, I like this shit, but just keep on listening to it. It's like I see the vibe, bro. It's like a nigga like, man,
I was feeling myself when
flexing me, look like it's just like,
and as a person that that always been, doing that little 1-2. So I told you that song was like energy for me right there.
This is the first one I heard, and
I know she said she love me, she'll flex. I'm out here in the streets, I need some love. You say you getting bread, free the fam, flex. Don't flex to me, young nigga. Flex. I know them hoes be flex. You getting to it, nigga. Flex. You break it down too. I fell in love, thought that hoe had me in love. Pretty little bitch, fuck my whole heads up.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo would definitely be like, wow, okay, I could see what he's doing. Even No Love, you feel me? Like, No Love, definitely, like, No Love, when I dropped No Love was just like, I had a lot going on. I was going through a lot and just like a whole bunch from the street to,
going out, like, unconditional, where you were obviously in a good space.
You was in love and unconditional.
I mean, you
were touched by Cuban.
Because, when I dropped Unconditional, it was like I told you, the producer just wanted me to do something different. Like, it was my boy. He was like, man, do something different, man. I want to see you something else. And I was like, I used to always tell him I could do any beat, any song. So it's like, do something different. I was like, I got you.
So you saying this one coming up, you finna show all your versatility?
I mean, I wrote some unconditional on this tape as well too, that I feel like could be one of the top songs on the tape as well. Cause it's a vibe.
So how do you feel about like auto-tune, off here with it all?
When I deal with the producers I deal with, I be trying to find the best of myself. You feel me? And I feel like the auto-tune just kind of skip some of the pain I be putting in my song. It be taken away from it.
And I'm just thinking, like, when you're performing it live, like, what do you do? You ain't got no mic. Like, you can have the mic, but a lot of artists don't be having the mic. It's like, what are you doing? You can't perform this. You can't do nothing with this whole nigga screaming.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of my songs are club ready. It all depends what the occasion is and how you trying to deliver it. But I feel like 95% of my songs are club ready.
Yeah, you got club bangers for sure. Everything.
Especially me on stage too, like double. I like the energy of the stage. Just kind of bring what I could be on stage all day. Like it just.
Hey, they say that about everybody. Like even the worst NBA player, you don't know how good he is until he gets around a bunch of niggas that fuck with him. I'm talking about he'll bust the best nigga ass. It's just when you ain't around niggas that fuck with you, like the energy ain't there.
Give me the credit.
You don't even understand, bro. Like that's just.
Nah, I understand where you're coming from.
All that goes into making a track. Even when you were saying what all you had in the studio, you already had the vibe with the female there, and you had the.
Even now that I go to see other artists now, like you were saying, it's like you feel okay now. Okay, I can see where I'm going with this because they will tell you. It's like not knowing this person, never seen them before. It's like, okay, I'm gonna interact with this person, really see what it is, type stuff. You feel me? And then when you go deal with other artists, it's like, oh yeah, I fuck with that song as well.
That's my shit.
I fuck with that song as well.
Yeah,
when I wrote this song, matter of fact, it's cause my brother and 50, 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ain't been in. I was in the studio for like a little minute, and they were like, "Man, you tripping? You feel me? You need to come out and bring something." You feel me? And I was like. That's when I wrote this song and Cry Now Left Later, I believe. There's 2 songs right there. It was like right there.
Cry Left Later, yeah, bro.
And them boys was like, bro, because sometimes like you go through your little personal shit in life and you go to like, especially when you doing everything. When I said doing everything yourself, not that I'm asking for credit or asking anybody to. But when you hold your own, it's like you gotta hold your own all the way around. And sometimes it's like, I got to do this, I got to do that, but I still got to do this at 8. So it's like I ain't finished till 9 to go, but I still ain't get a chance to do the 8 o'clock job yet. So you feel what I'm saying? It's like a back track. So a lot of people don't understand that as well too. Like as a person, me myself, like I told everybody, I got 4 kids, so I take care of all my kids. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And I'm there for all 4 too. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? And then I got my parents as well. I got brothers, I got sisters, I got friends. So you know how that be.
Okay, so I'm gonna run this down really quick and tell me if you agree with any of this stuff.
I got you.
It's something real random.
So, January 31st birthday. Horoscope predicts that your eyes appear to be mysterious and are uncommon to anyone else. They say the eyes are mirrors to our soul, and if this is true, you certainly fit the description. The January 31st horoscope shows that your zodiac sign is Aquarius. You are always on the lookout for something new. You get bored too easily. Your disposition is that of a kind and generous Aquarian. You are physically strong, but you can be subject to illnesses because of your lifestyle. You tend to take on more than your share of work and personal problems. January 31st birthday personality may need to watch their blood pressure. Exercise is an essential part of your health. Check out alternative medicines as opposed to over-the-counter drugs. To be able to enjoy your later years, you'll need to take care of yourself. And exercise is a preventive tool for bone diseases as well as stress reliever. The future of a person who was born on January 31st.
Say I gotta what? Run that little last piece back right there.
And exercise is a preventative tool for bone disease as well as a stress reliever.
Yeah, I do exercise that time whenever I feel like it's over the edge.
I noticed that you look a lot slimmer than you did in your earlier videos.
He is correct, and a lot of people might think that because I actually eat more now. Believe it or not, now that I smoke.
You eat more healthier though, or
healthier? Yeah.
So like, what is it? Rice and beans? Or?
Back then I was eating a lot of. I'm Haitian. I ate a lot of grill. My mom used to cook a lot, and she still do. You feel what I'm saying? It's just now I eat more turkey. I don't really eat too much pork like that no more.
Okay, so
I don't really eat. I don't eat sweet. That's another thing. I don't
sugar?
like. Sometimes I eat sweet just when I feel like my body. You know how your body could tell you like you might need a little bit of juice or a little bit of candy here and there. But I don't eat sweet, and I'm more in the exercise level now. Like I actually do wake up. Like some days I wake up and walk and jog, and I don't know. I just want to be healthier now. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't saying the bigger me wasn't healthy. You feel me? But I wasn't as comfortable.
Is it like a routine for you? Like, are you doing it like 3 times a week type thing, or is it I'm doing it when I feel it? Like
when I feel it, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Like I go this whole week doing push-ups, maybe doing walks, then I go to not doing it. My body easily tuned up whenever I do 10 push-ups right now. You'll be like, wow, I see a difference.
Yeah, that's black people.
Yeah,
that's a black privilege.
What? So I don't really got to do too much to tune myself up, believe it or not. And now, like I told you, even now, my mom cook daily, and I go there daily sometime and eat, and it just, I guess, I don't know, like you said, I don't really be settled, probably less sleep, I say.
What happened?
I say I get less of sleep, maybe.
Less of sleep as in what, less than 8 hours?
Yeah, sometimes some days I go, it's been, we up a lot of times sometimes. In the streets.
You awake right now?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just always comfortable
Get
living
your
up.
8 hours. Do you take naps?
I'm a person. I take a nap right now. I feel like I'm good till the next day.
Yeah, all right. So you're good. You're just halving your 8 hours. That's fine.
Not necessarily. I'm telling you, like now, some days I get more sleep, and some days I get 4 hours.
Sleep is very important.
No, I ain't saying it ain't. It's just some days my mind be rushing. Let's say I get home.
To your body, it's telling you need to go recharge that.
No, I already know.
Yes.
But I say probably the sleep is probably about the thing I don't get the most of. But everything else, I keep up with myself pretty well.
All right. Fans, like, how are you reacting if fans come to you in public? Are you signing autographs? Are you?
I don't mind. I vibe out. I'm not, like I told you, I see myself as I ain't trying to say it, thoroughbred. Like, I ain't really scared of nothing. I ain't really afraid of nothing because, believe it or not, I'm always prepared.
Right.
I'm always prepared.
All
Even
right,
when
so
you think I ain't
welcome
prepared, I'm prepared.
fans, but you don't really prefer it, maybe?
No, I don't mind. I'm one of those people, like I told you, because like I told you, I came up from being, a regular person. When I'm in a regular person, I'm still a regular person.
Right.
So I don't.
You're not going to Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm not finna act like I'm something else. Like if my dog called me right now and we smoke one, and some days I stop by. If I went up, I don't think that I'm too much for nobody.
And any crazy, funny fans that you've experienced so far?
You find weird ones, nothing extra, like I told you, but weird doesn't ain't my, too. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really like to speak on too much of that.
Right.
Sometimes,
In regards to fans, like at performances and stuff, like, are you seeing a familiarity with your lyrics, or is everyone just like?
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I definitely starting to see more people because, like I told you, some of the area that I do go perform at, we do a little more promo. We interact more sometimes now, and I try to promote in that city a little bit more as far as the people over there and stuff like that.
All right. So this continues. With the exercise, you're doing your thing, so you on point, you on the right path. It says you are inspired by nature. The impossible seems possible when you look at what happens to nature, even in the desert. The beauty is unsurpassed. It is remarkable, just like you. You have a mental deportment that is bigger than your situation. However, no strangers to disappointment. Aquarians with January 31st birthday have resilience. Once you make your mind up, you open doors. You have strong and instinctive qualities. You would make an awesome financial consultant. People naturally trust your opinion and ask for it. The horoscope shows that you stay grounded and are happy when you are giving to the needs of others. Someone born under the zodiac sign of Libra or Sagittarius are great teammates. You all have a taste for the peculiar. The three of you would more than likely approach certain situations in the same way. Aquarians are usually standoffish people, but there's never a question about friends and loyalty. You won't find a better friend. When your moon is in Aries, the Aquarian man will be full of life and the female unreceptive and distant. You may tend to snap at people. You may make hasty decisions in anger. This diminishes your reputation, so you need to look at how you handle authority figures. Look before you shoot. The target may be your reflection. At the same time, Aquarians can use their adaptability to be a part of many professions, yet your outstanding character can be blemished by thoughtless choices. So right there, it's just telling you to move kind of conscious. It says, if today's your birthday, your quick decision-making quality is evident and could be surprisingly contrary to your previous thinking. You take this way of being into your personal life as well. Aquarians are sometimes temporary friends. Those ships that passed in the night were at your discretion. It was all in fun, and once it was over, it was over. You love your independence and feel more often than not passionate about finding a mate. It is just hard finding someone to live up to your expectations. It is not as simple as you thought. According to the Aquarius birthday strategy, you seem to enjoy helping others as you always find the time. As a parent yourself, you allow your children to develop their own identity. You bring your experiences as a youngster into your style of child rearing.
Hey, man, you just went somewhere. But hey, how you give it up as a father? Like, how what's your parenting style?
Oh, well, no, father. But my parenting style, I go with, old school a little bit. I don't really beat on my child, but I discipline him my time, let him know. I'm not the father that's gonna tell him go sit there in the wall and stare at it, because that don't work. You feel me? I warn him a couple times now. I get, I sit there talk to him, but I feel like discipline your child. I was raised by, I'm Haitian, so I was raised even worse. So
how's like the day in the life with your children? Like,
it's vibe, cool vibe. My kids love me.
Are y'all waking up, eating breakfast together, or are they just eating breakfast?
They eat breakfast. I'm not an early morning person when it comes to food. Now I'm starting to wake up and sometimes eat fruits or cereal.
What time do you normally want to eat?
About 1, 2.
Yeah, that's normally the normal, I guess, eating time, right? Brunch is at 12 o'clock and after.
Yeah, unless it's breakfast food, then it's different. But if it's like I'm finna eat, 1, 2 is like, or maybe 3 is when I start eating.
Yeah, you ain't got no questions, G, because I see you sitting here thinking.
You fucking with any local producers on the new tape?
Yeah, I mean, I had my own producer. Matter of fact, his name is Zane. I go to Track Set Plus with Steve.
Okay.
You feel me? And Gary Fisher. I deal with him in the pop also.
Okay.
His studio.
So, and shit, I wanted to ask you, how the hell did you run across Real Phil? I seen you on the promo.
Some like I told you, sometimes I'm in the promo because they reach out to me, I reach out to them, and we go from there pretty much and go by guideline and stuff like that.
You seen any like major increase in?
Yeah, believe it or not, when you promote in the higher platforms, you actually see major increase from all around because you'll get different people to really see your viewing. Because like I was just telling earlier, promo is the thing that's really important. That as an artist, I just had to find how important it was now. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people that get you going. You know what I'm saying? Because really, a lot of artists get blown up or get to the stage where they're at because all it took was a cosign. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Either it was an artist cosign, a management cosign, you know what I'm saying, a promo cosign. That's pretty much how it worked. And those people won't know you if you just promote like she was saying earlier to just your Facebook or your Instagram. That's not enough. Even if your homeboy, you have 20 homeboys promoting, that's still sometimes not be enough. You know what I'm saying? Because the person that need to see it probably didn't see it. And that's why you got to go with the people that got the crowd that's dealing with the higher people or different people. And then that's when your wave or what you're looking for should be coming in.
Right. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, but even on that marketing job, that's exactly what y'all was saying. But that's why you got to make sure you target your certain group, because if you target a certain group, word of mouth with 10 people, and they know they 10 from, you feel me? By word of mouth, targeting the right.
Word of mouth important.
Yeah, targeting the right group. As far as even with influencers, like I know we talk about promo and marketing, but influencers, they shouldn't be charging that much either. And they got, you feel me? Just anybody and just all those type of pieces got to be moving just the way I'm seeing it. Because a lot of these songs, it's like, oh, you ain't never heard this song, but it's like, oh, it's a TikTok dance for it.
No, like you said, it's fast. And like she was saying earlier, TikTok is a major platform now. It's a big platform that a lot of people look for to go look into and stuff like that. And the kids, kids bring out a lot of things. Because right now, if they're running around you, like TikTok influence.
I was in the area with a group of children, and they were on there. Like Vine? Are you familiar?
I heard of Vine.
Yeah, I guess they are rerunning a lot of the stuff that was on Vine on this same database, and like these kids were literally running down a TikTok feed, just laughing. I'm like, bro, these kids in love with TikTok.
No, like you're saying about the influence thing with TikTok and word of mouth and stuff like that. If you walk in here right now, jamming certain song on music, like we were discussing earlier, this amount of people in the room right now, 90% of the time, if it's a good song, or 75% of the time, somebody's gonna what's the name of that song or play that back or damn, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of way to get the attention.
You can always get me with some type of harmonizing of a woman with a sweet. Every time I hear something like that, I'm like, who's that?
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's how people really get influence, and that's what when you're saying influence, I was saying that's major, that's big, which any way in form it come because it's either kids jamming your song influence even more. Because they go to spread the word and going to And
kids have this thing with lyrics where they want to know
the words
some
and
part of the
everything.
song that they can just flip out like, yeah, I live this life. It's like, no, you don't.
Like my boy's son, he jammed my music so much. Like, you don't understand. Oh yeah, Fed, I see you just dropped this song.
Exactly. So
like he young. I'm like, damn.
Fed, like, have you ever sat down with them and like you watching a cartoon or whatever, and you get some like inspiration from like what they actually watching?
Yeah, sometimes like even my boy's son, like I told you, he inspired by us a lot too, and that's sometimes not a good thing because he young.
That's what I was about to ask you. As far as do you feel like you have a responsibility and everything?
But like I was telling you, like, some days like I'll be sitting here and he's like, Fed, write a song about this, man, and I would really go write the song about that because I'm like, he jammed my music. He actually pay attention and he actually give me his feedback.
So like, what is he? How old is he?
That's about 10.
Nevertheless,
10.
He's telling you what to write.
Bro, I'm telling you, this kids, kids.
What is he saying? He's saying like, hey, you gotta talk about the blocks more.
You'll be surprised what these kids talk about now.
That is crazy.
Like he's a smart kid though. He's very like when I told you smart, he's over smart. And that's the kid nowadays. The kids are really overly smart. Like
they're advanced with that technology. I'll say that.
They're like two going. You might think they say something to you like, how do you know that as a child? But they know it.
Yeah, they the leaders. Mm-hmm. They're the leaders.
All right, so I think I finished this. Yeah. Child raising.
You have more guava?
Oh yeah,
In conclusion, your eyes are perplexing, but Aquarius are gentle souls. Your understanding of others and their problems. You give sound logic advice. Though some say your way of thinking is not typical.
That time, yeah.
But
life is typical.
Hey, I like to say, just the fact that he on an independent wave, that ain't typical. So.
Typical is basically saying like easy.
No, it's a great thing that you're not typical. Like it's complimenting you right now.
Mm-hmm. No, I ain't saying that. I was just saying like I always strive for greatness. Mm-hmm. No matter what it is.
Just seeing the whole alien theme, I knew you're in a different ballpark of people thinking outside the box. You like, bro, something different about this place right here, bro. Something different, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I'm an overthinker. I think a lot. I try to, put a whole bunch of emotion to it, a whole bunch of energy to it, because it's like you'd be surprised. You feel me? Like my mind race.
Mm-hmm. Right here it says your eyes have a way of seeing the future. So maybe you're just ahead of the time.
I mean, believe it or not, you might be surprised. And some of my friends right now could tell you from even episode like this conversation we had 2-3 years, and it came out 4 years later, 3 years later.
You gotta speak
and
it.
Even at the time we talked about it, he was just like, "Man, you tripping?" Like he thought I was going one day. Like I told him something, and he'll tell you right now. I'm talking about that day he was tripping. He had to wish bad on me or something like that. I left the house and got arrested. No, I left his house. I was doing nothing wrong. I'm going to pick up my kids. I got arrested in front of the complex. That's why I was like, man. Then I talked to him. He's like, I didn't say nothing bad, but he was over the top with the convo. But then a couple years later, he started gravitating to the same thing. It was crazy.
Yeah, he always tell me that about speaking. I'd be like, bro, every time he come around me, I try like,
powerful boy,
bro.
Powerful. I tell you, that's how it really was. Cause that day was planned, and I don't want to get into too much detail on what I did because it was probably, you know what I'm saying? Because that day, I was in the system for like a year. You feel me? I was in the federal immigration system. I was facing all kind of, you know what I'm saying?
All right, we can do that off camera.
Mm-hmm. So more to the story, you know what I'm saying? I came out in my mind, like, you don't understand. I feel like my third eye was open. Like I wasn't going for too much of the unnecessary, the BS. It's like that's how I ended up knowing what I was gonna be right now. And you said it was off the camera, right?
Huh?
Oh, never mind. Okay, for sure. We'll jump into detail.
Yeah, we I don't know if you want, like, where you want to go with this, wrap it up, maybe?
Yeah, we're about to wrap it up in a little bit. I definitely want to thank OG for coming through because I don't want to keep him too long, man. I know you're a busy man. Scoop, I know you have nothing else? Because I was kind of thinking about something else, but I didn't go on my phone.
All right, so like achievement wise, like what would you say is like one of your biggest achievements that you kind of succeeded?
Honest truth, my biggest achievements is, I mean, no, the reason I'm saying like that because I made a whole bunch of side investment that I don't really talk on because I always feel like sometimes people might not like you or might not deal with a situation because you're involved. You feel me? So believe it or not, a lot of time when people say certain things, I let them think what they think because that's just how life works sometimes. And it's always about getting the credit. At least I don't care for the credit. I care more for the dividend and the credits. So that's why I laugh when you say what you say because, I mean, like I told you, I make a couple of investments that I will never speak on because I'm just, an investor and I don't get beside myself and so I
never hear from the hedge fund nigga at all.
Hey, real nigga shit. Hey, so from us. Hey, what's your thoughts on Bitcoin? Are you into any of that type of stuff?
Honest truth, I always had the people that were supposed to tell me to get into it and stuff like that.
And you still ain't get into it.
I just had my boy came up to the house honest truth and 3 days ago because we was dealing with another situation. And he just was telling me the same thing, open it up, and then he was showing me the wave and what to do and stuff like that. So truth be told, I just started looking at it. I won't even say I did anything extra or anything on it like that. I know he had me connect my cards to it, and after that, I didn't too much with it from there.
Yeah, you definitely gotta, like I said, bro, we definitely gotta find ways to invest in the different things to try to get reparations somehow. Try to get, you feel me? Just try to, you feel me? Even to score somehow, bro. So as far as the stock market, like me and OG right here, we in the stock, just anything, and it's a new wave. NFTs. I don't know if you heard about those.
NFTs.
Yeah, you ain't never heard about that shit, but it's kind of like Bitcoin, but Bitcoin it got a certain valuation. With the NFTs, you can price it at whatever it is. So it's like your first album, you basically will make it into a Bitcoin in a sense, but you mint it. It's like a painting. And the whole way the Bitcoin system working, that's the way they have this NFT on there. So everybody that buy your album, because the thing happened now where the artists don't get a lot of revenue generated from all these streams.
What's going on?
Okay. So with the NFTs is you're the owner of your art. And you feel me? Once you distribute whatever the distribution situation is, the all of that is tracked back on your account in the blockchain situation. So that's a whole new wave that everybody talking about right now as far as in the music industry and the art industry. Just everybody because all artists and everybody just trying to figure out a way to even everything up with the labels. The labels always trying to put you in a 360, do all these little different situations. So with the NFTs, you like all these new things. You're just trying to find a way, bro, around this whole system, bro, this whole Big Brother system. Because even in this system with Uncle Sam, everything we make, you feel me? You gotta pay him something. So we gotta find a way. Even like I was this dude that we be listening to, he be talking about like the way all the rich people live. They live in debt all day.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you, it's not about just debt all day. It's because certain people don't never put the money up until they get where they want to be at. And some people play safe, and that's why some people are at the top and some people are at the bottom. It's not because the nigga that, what I mean at the bottom, I'm not saying he don't have no money or anything like that, but he don't have as much as the person that took the risk maybe.
Bro, but we don't even understand the system because they're not chasing money, they're chasing credit.
That's what I was feeling.
Because all these big ass buildings, nobody paid for that with cash.
Nobody. And and a lot of people think they have to pay with cash would make them fail.
And that's what I'm telling you, because we be out here working for these death notes and we be looking at this as some type of currency. But if you really take a step back, it's like, damn. Yeah, it's like, I don't have anything. My credit ain't right. I ain't been building credit this whole time. I don't got no business. I ain't got nothing. And then we don't even understand when we jump out the personal credit and the business credit, it's even wilder.
It's a different ballgame, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, them people playing with the game, bro. And once you hear them, like even when they file for bankruptcy, we be sitting back.
They got richer.
Come on, bro.
All they did was not pay their dues and say, fuck that. I'm going to move this money to another account and I'm finna keep that money and get the extra on top and act like I went bankruptcy.
Hey, and we want to pretend to be them. That's the only thing I be saying.
But we put a lot of.
They never taught us this shit. Fat, go in, man.
We pretend wrong though. The reason I said we pretend wrong, like, and that's one thing. That's why I told you not when as far as investment. I was really just living life, trying to stash money and you know, my brothers.
Just like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, go ahead.
He had to sit there and teach me and sell me the knowledge in a way, because it took him to open my eyes that day to say, damn, you make sense. Like, I should invest more. I should try to.
Are you in real estate?
That's something I definitely was trying to get into this year, but then the market did what it did, so I didn't want to move too fast.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like the bubble gonna pop in,
and then
because you know, be blood on the leaves. It's gonna be a nice time to intern a little bit.
That's what I was trying to see too, because really right now is not the best time for real, because they're a little harder right now trying to deal with any situation.
Hey, they doing the no. We got to do all that, but they're doing the loans at what it is, a 0% interest rate. So it might be a good time to get a loan, but like I said, this ain't really the time to get a loan, because the reason why they're giving you that 0% interest rate, because they know the bubble gonna pop. So even when I was telling you about Bitcoin, that's why people getting into Bitcoin, because they're trying to hedge against the dollar. But I'm like, yo, if the dollar goes down, you think the U.S. government is gonna allow you to have something else, bro? Like, bro, nothing is gonna work. Like, when you remember,
that's the thing, but nothing's gonna work in regards to the U.S. But they can go to another country and operate off the Bitcoin now, right?
I hope.
Yeah, but you know, they'll probably have some that cover something to where you can still do it over there. So.
Bro, I hope, bro. The French people stole money from Haiti, bro, after losing the war, bro. I hope, bro. I don't know, bro, what type of system these people
the system,
got,
what you saying? Because the dollar go down today, everybody. That's it.
Hey,
and you know, it's certain people that play smart, because how they feel is, I rather, you know, I have this 30, 40 put up somewhere versus a gamble that I could lose it today.
But it don't even grow, put up somewhere. That's my only thing with it, put up somewhere.
Well,
you can come back 10 years later, it's gonna be right there.
No, but it ain't even just that too. And if you're a person that's currently doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? When they say put up somewhere, it's never putting up, because as the mind, you're supposed to still try to make more on top of what you're already dealing with.
So saving to you is technically investing. When you're saying putting up, you investing it somewhere, like you putting it somewhere to grow.
No, when I mean invest, I'm talking about like, okay, bro, let's do this slow, and I'm gonna let you deal with it.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm talking about like real deal investing, not just, oh, let's talk about it. Like, okay, you need this amount to invest into this business, and this the numbers right there, and we'll go from there. It ain't really, like I told you, you just, in life, it ain't, sometimes you can't do it by yourself, or you can't do it your way. You might just have,
it's just guarantee me a return on my investment.
That's how life works. And sometimes, you know, you might want to guarantee too fast or too early, but I'm a person that's hustling, like I tell y'all, you feel me? So I don't be trying to, if I'm investing with you right now, I knew I took a risk. I knew I took a gamble. So which means I won't be here trying to harass you every day, because then it defeat. I don't sound like an investment. That sounds like a borrow, if you ask me. You feel me? So you gotta let space and time let that investment build, and that's why a lot of time people investment or starting a business don't work out, because they quit on themselves.
Yeah, you can't fail until you quit. You just have to continue.
And sometimes you might think you might not doing nothing. As long as you keep putting the work that you're supposed to put in, eventually it's gonna pay off.
Yeah, you have to understand the slow grind is the best one, because if you get it all of a sudden, it's just gonna explode.
It's gonna show work, business.
So definitely need to realize the importance of a slow process and a slow growth. Like you're able to, you know, progress and slowly improve what is going on around you.
Hey, the same thing he was saying when he was making his music, and he finally found his style with Flex. That's what you gotta always think about. You don't want to go into a situation and you feel me, you ain't find your style yet. So you feel me, and then once you run out of making music like this person or sounding like this, now you almost fall off. But that's what happened to most of those one hit wonder type of.
Yeah, they thought they was good, but he kept going, and over the time he got caught up with you. And when he caught up with you, he still kept going. He gonna surpass you. You know what I'm saying? That's how life works.
So you think talent could beat hard work?
Talent definitely beat hard. No, talent don't be hard work in the beginning. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
How does somebody get talented? You ever met a lazy talented nigga?
That's what I was trying to say. Sometimes being talented just could be in you, bro.
Like how? Like why would somebody be like what in what in this world did the Most High create us to do? Like rapping, none of this shit we was created to do.
Exactly.
So you gotta be lazy. Like Tyson, that nigga was talented, but he was fucking off.
That's like Tyson, for example.
He was fucking all the way
Perfect
off.
example. You see how Tyson lose in the weakest way, believe it or not. That's because he was beside himself.
You'll never catch Floyd like that.
Floyd knows, because every time Floyd's still in that ring, he knows.
But you'd never catch Floyd like that because Floyd pick and chooses his fights.
Not necessarily, because he still had to fight him.
You sure?
No, it's good. Let's be realistic. Pacquiao still beating niggas behind right now.
Pacquiao and Mayweather is running from a young boxer right now named Terrence Crawford. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just trying to figure out, how does somebody become talented if they're lazy? I've never seen that in my life.
Because they could have been, they could have built them skill early, and they got beside themselves then.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe you're deciding that they're lazy. Like, what if in their mind they're just done with it?
And no, in their mind they feel like, I'm not done with it. In their mind they feel like they're just there. Like, I don't gotta practice no more. I don't gotta be here no more. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so like y'all feel like
AI,
y'all feel like that's what happened with Mike. AI, great example. He didn't go to practice, but 2001 he was busting the Lakers' ass.
Of course, because he had the talent.
But it's because he worked hard every day. That's like that was his whole excuse.
Put it like this: maybe if he would have went to practice, they could have got a ring.
No, if he would have went to practice, he would have been able to stay in the NBA because politics would never took him out. And that's what I was saying about politics. But as far as talent, bro, in order to get talented at anything, G, you have to work hard, bro. LeBron James is talented because he worked hard. I don't care how lazy you may picture him. You good. As long as you
that's
good.
normal. That's true.
All right, as long as
literally normal.
But yeah, bro, like I'm always asking people that because that's just super interesting to me because I've never seen somebody that I would consider talented that don't work hard. Like maybe you're saying somebody tall and you think he's talented.
No,
I'm saying like somebody that's actually talented, like Kevin Durant, like somebody that's actually talented.
Like Kevin Durant,
they work hard. Anybody that's actually talented, Lil Wayne works hard. Anytime Lil Wayne jump on the track, he's gonna kill. Go ahead.
Who's your favorite player?
In the league, I say KD.
Okay, it's normal. Go ahead.
Talent,
I won't say
bro.
normal like that. I mean,
Wait, next.
I'm
Please, what's yours?
Like now or like all the time?
All the
Right
time.
now.
All time T-Mac.
That's my favorite.
All right.
Like
All right, right now.
all time,
Right now,
it has to be Mac.
I can't bang on him. He's normal.
Yeah.
What about you? Who your favorite players?
He
young.
That's my second best player.
High school?
James Rose.
Nah, James do his thing, but
He a younger generation, you know
he's
what
a
I'm saying?
6-man to me.
Yeah, but T-Mac
Nah,
for sure.
Chill out.
I'm not a big fan of James, but he's not
Chill
a
out.
6-man.
He's not a 6-man now, but that's what my impression is.
I know.
That's how he came
Come
in.
play off your 6-man.
Nate, that's how he
Come
came.
play
Come play off
That's
your
how he
6-man.
came in as a
Right now,
6-man.
he's
That's why.
too, so.
I'm
He's
telling you.
swooping on that pass.
I'm telling the truth.
But his
Harden
speed
is in the
is
streets. He's hanging with different people.
That's what he on.
He's ready to be done with basketball.
He a bullshitter.
He's ready to be done with basketball.
That's what I'm saying. In
Harden
regards
gotta
to
get it
just
in.
all the aspects, he missing something.
And that's what I was saying.
Kobe Tree,
That's not because he don't work hard. Because in order to get that talent, he works hard every day. He's just not interested in basketball.
That's probably
Like,
you might be telling the fact.
bro, I'm telling you, bro.
You might tell the
I
fact.
played Division I basketball.
No, you
bro,
play
and
raw basketball. I watch you play.
I'm telling you, bro. It's virtually impossible for a nigga to be talented. I understand if you see a nigga tall and you like, nah, you supposed to be good. But he's like, bro, I'm not. I don't play basketball like that. That's probably when you mistake talent for hard work, and you like, bro, you lazy. You don't want to learn how to move. It's like, no, I don't play basketball.
Yeah, you're not into it.
That's you feel me? But in order to be a real talent like KD or somebody that's talented, bro, or the same way with you in the art, how you were saying you finally found it, that's talent, bro. Like a nigga, bro, you don't work hard, bro. That's why you're not on all these you feel me? A nigga use that shit against you.
Don't knowing what you put in. Not knowing what you put in. What you saying facts right now?
So that's the only reason. That's why I was saying politics, because even playing college basketball, I seen that and I was like, oh, this is what it's about. Like even when Jada Kidd said it's a nigga up north better than Jordan that didn't get that break, we always look at it as lazy instead of looking at it as politics. Some niggas just ain't go bend to the rule.
Politics is that's what I was trying to say.
Some people just don't care, bro.
Politics is different, bro. You can't go against politics.
Man, bro, we got. I can't wait till we talk to OG on camera, bro. But even being in the clothing world, like you understand that all fashion designers is gay. I don't know if you really care about even being up there and having people really fuck with your shit, but most of those, bro, they give it up. So
that feel like
you feel they gonna want you to give it up a certain way when you're around them. So I'm saying like
not like I give it up. I don't like have to be. They want to rebrand it that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he mean by that. Not like some nasty.
No, nothing like that. But just the way they want to.
I'm saying that's why he's saying he don't know how far you wanna. But some people finna hold themselves up to what they put in. They're okay with that.
I go to the top and gotta deal with them.
That's what I said. That's what I feel too. Like I just keep grinding. That's how I feel. Like keep grinding over time in your show.
So the longer route for sure, because we all know that. Mm-hmm. Some of my favorite artists, they just take the long route, and you might not know about them, but like once you start seeing what they do, you're like, oh, this nigga pocketing money like these mainstream niggas, and he ain't got to pay nobody.
He ain't got to pay nobody himself. That's it.
You feel me? So that's when you start really looking at it. So, bro, I definitely thank you for coming through, bro. I don't want to keep y'all boys all day, bro.
No, you good. You good. We're
thugging it.
Event of hiding, was chilling.
So
you ain't got shit to say as far as like as an artist, as far as in the studio, none of that.
You said hold on.
You gonna call Olan?
I need some shit. Call me. Dion was blowing me up out of it too.
You ready?
I ain't know if you had any more questions or anything.
Yes. Last and final question. What would your advice be to anyone that is looking to follow in your footsteps or is just starting a rap career? What is your advice to them?
My advice to them is, if you're going to follow his footsteps or if you're going to jump in that water, be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Keep striving. Don't quit. And it could get discouraged. It could be sometimes tough. And those don't declare how far you go. Keep going. You feel me? Keep striving and start off with a mindset of what you want to do. Don't just tell yourself you want to be an artist. But when you put in your mindset of the first step, the second step, the third step, you'll get further. Versus just tell yourself. Don't just think that. I'm not gonna say think because it's possible. It could happen. You could drop a song and get you to the next level, or find somebody to handle your business. You feel me? Stuff like that. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? But it's just keep going. Just have your mind ready to know that come with disappointment sometimes, discouragement sometimes, and you gotta boost your own stuff up sometimes. You gotta pat your own stuff in the back. You can't, sometimes wake up and think somebody's
the main thing is you gotta do the work, bro. If you don't have no work to prove yourself, bro, you just gonna be a nigga with excuses. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be trying to tell people, well, no, it's because he won't pay for my studio time. So you gotta, bro, did you get the song done though?
Exactly. No? You gotta start from somewhere. You gotta keep, like, that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people think that they jump in the game and that's it. No, because a person could sign you today and drop you tomorrow because you didn't want to put in no work. Well, I mean tomorrow, not necessarily the next day, but because you gotta. But in a year, 6 months, this guy ain't putting in no work. He lazy. He got on because it's an investment, and a lot of people fail to realize investment means that you gotta pay it back.
It's a loan.
It's a loan. So don't go, okay, I'm done with this shit because you got the money. You're supposed to go harder. And a lot of artists, that's the problem because they get the money and feel like they're okay. Like, I'm good now, man. I'm good. I don't got to do. No, that's not how it works. You're supposed to go in the studio every day. You're supposed to, because now you have
that's the number one thing that I feel like gets missed is the misunderstanding that it's some part-time thing. It's like when you start doing this, it's a lifestyle. Like you're using this as your, audio diary in a sense.
Hey, I mean what y'all saying, but y'all don't understand it. Them brothers that y'all talking about ran off on a deal and they have nothing else. Y'all really think they bullshitting and they don't have nothing, bro. Them niggas ain't talented. I'm telling you, a talented brothers like Ryan Leslie. We heard him in 2 songs. We ain't heard him again, Scoop.
No, that's how it is.
Banking.
He banking. Right now he got to write the music with somebody else. Sometimes it might not be you that got to write that. I got to sing that song, but you wrote the song though.
That's where the greater revenue come from. So definitely, bro. Shout out to fucking PHET DOLLAZ, bro. The motherfucking yo, bro. Where can they find you on social media, bro? Anything you want to shout out, anything you want to plug, bro? Feel free.
I mean, you can find me on all platforms, like I told you, anywhere from Facebook, Instagram, even Twitter. I don't interact too much on Twitter, but I'm gonna start doing more. YouTube, everything PHET DOLLAZ, from Apple Music, Spotify, Live Mixtape, My Mixtape, whatever site you plan on seeing me on, just put in PHET DOLLAZ. It's gonna pop up. Gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Especially on YouTube, we got a whole bunch of visuals. Stay with my YouTube. I got a whole bunch of videos on my Will, like, you know what I'm saying, your Will 5.2, and you can see what I do a little bit more.
Hey, and guys, help with the algorithm. Don't forget to share. Share.
Definitely share. Share, tell a friend, tell the next friend.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, subscribe.
It's a powerful thing.
And definitely go jam that PHET DOLLAZ, bro. What? That No Love out right now.
Got No Love out right now.
And what you got? What you said? You got something coming on the 25th?
On
Even
25th
crazy.
this month, we're dropping dollars. You hear me?
Oh my gosh.
Dollars definitely, like I told you, I'm gonna go to the moon.
Oh my god.
You're gonna fuck with it. You're gonna vibe with it. You're gonna like the energy. Yeah.
Hey, and I know y'all just jammed the No Love, bro. What that is? Going designer crazy.
Yeah,
that
crazy.
Cold World. I'm telling you, bro, you guys, just make sure y'all jam that No Love right now. Just focus on that for a little bit. The shit coming on the 25th, but focus on the No Love. Like I said, you could even just go back into the catalog, just catch up. I mean, the catalog, just catch up, bro. You feel me?
Definitely got a long catalog.
You feel me?
I told you I'm gonna drop 4 tape from No Love, Price Tag, Dead Time, Before the Remedy, and we dropping dollars in a couple days. Y'all stay tuned, man.
5, that's completion. Hey, y'all stay tuned for this one, because you know the 5th one gonna be crazy, because this is complete. This almost like Voltron. This is him putting everything together that he learned from the first one, because he found his style really around the 3rd one, he said. So the 4th one came out and you get the vibe, and now just stay tuned.
I'm telling you, this one gonna do it. Dollars on the 25th.
Stay tuned, bro.
Stay up.
Definitely gonna promote this shit like a motherfucker, baby. Good, we out.
Also,
oh nah, do your thing.
I just dropped a mixtape also. You guys do. I mean, I just dropped a song. I'm sorry. I
Ooh,
just dropped
the single for sure.
Drop a single with me and VL Deck. You'll go check it out. Ops Celebration. You feel me? So,
man, I'm fucking with that shit. Matter of fact, bro, I think we should go play that shit out.
For sure.
I think we should play that. Matter of fact, play that before. Oh, you play that right now. Though, while you looking for it. This shit playing in the headphones.
Double down, double profit. Double down, then I cop it down. I know these hoes be sneaking. I know these niggas be watching. I keep that thing in my pocket. I keep them blue strips. I got a big drip. I do my thing, bro. They put the pack in the air. I call them Brady. You know it's touchdown. I put some goals in my mouth. 22K. My smile just blame now. IGV's on my neck. I'm switching lane. I'm in a Hemi now. She said she ain't trying to fuck. Slow the shit down. She gotta jump out. I got the work. Who seen it? Go. Come on, plug is a new shit. Hey, I switch the game when I roll up. Double G's when I roll up. Long nights on the show, bro. Some say that I change up. Put in work, got my change up. Diamonds all in my chain now. I ain't robbing, I got stain now. Free our legs, but we change up. I'm gold, it ain't stain now. Dirty bitch, give me brain now. Eat the dick, she'll stain now. Call my phone, make a play now. I'm in the streets, who need it? I call the brick, who did it? Get that boy gone, who sing it? I'm in the streets, we ain't peeping. I know them niggas be snitching. Hey, I know them niggas be snitching. I keep a Glock with extension. I know that hoes be eating. She fuck the team and go missing. I know them niggas be dissing. Sooner or later they go missing. White tee, get the picture. Get it? Picasso hand, pay the shooter. Add it up, I won't fool you. Get the scale in them.